Alright, so we are driving to Ella from Colombo. It's been an interesting 24 hours since we arrived. Our service doesn't really work here, so maps were a little bit hard to come by, but I think we figured it out by loading them in Wi-Fi and turning them on airplane mode. So hopefully we get there okay. Lots of bumpy roads, as you can see from the camera. Lots of tuk-tuk drivers, as you can see, as we drive by them. But so far we're making some progress, and we'll see you when we get there.
We're almost there. It's been a long day.
But a good one.
It's been good. It's been fun. It's
looking
definitely interesting. Driving's a little all over the place, but not too bad. Just have to pay a lot of attention.
We just got some king coconuts on the side of the road for 300 rupees, which ends up being like
$1 US for two.
about $1, which is crazy considering coconut water in the US is like $7 a bottle.
We're like 30 minutes out from our hotel.
We also stopped at a Hindu temple that didn't really allow any recording, so we wanted to be respectful of that. But super neat as a preview of what's to come, and we'll check in when we get to the hotel. Alright, we made it to Ella. We just checked into 98 Acres and wanted to give you a tour of the honeymoon suites. This is the room, super pretty with a mosquito net, fun lights, there's a fan. One thing, there isn't any air conditioning at this property, but it's totally fine. It's pretty cool compared to Colombo temperature. So I think the best part of the whole room is probably the view outside. You can fill yourself up a tub and have views out to the mountain, which is awesome. Bathroom, small but very pretty and very well laid out.
And naturally lit.
I think it's gonna be a good 3 days. Good morning, it's our first day in Ella and woke up to an amazing view. I'll show you in a second, but looking to book a really fun massage treatment later. It's about 3.5 hours worth of things that we probably can't get back in the US, and also head out and maybe go for a hike to some waterfalls. So we will see you later.
'Cause I don't wanna wake up in the morning without you in my bed.
It's so beautiful and green. Hopefully we will get there soon. Chris is climbing up one of the walls to jump off the rock face with the waterfall. All right, here he goes. Dialuma waterfalls from the bottom. We were just up at the very top. Can't see anything, so. I am nice and hot after our 3.5 hour spa treatment. It was wonderful for $85 US. We got lots of fun things. My favorite part was probably the face mask and the steam bath in this weird contraption of a thing.
It was a coffin.
Yeah, basically.
with a heater.
Very relaxed, and now we're headed to dinner.
Yep.
We are headed up to Little Adams Peak. It's a pretty day in the cloud forest, though there are a lot of clouds. As you can kind of see behind me, there's some fog and clouds rolling in, but the tea estate is really beautiful, so highly recommend coming when you visit. We'll show you at the top. Made it to the top and decided to go a little further, but as you can see, we're definitely in the clouds. Chris is trying to set up the drone, so we'll see if we can get any footage. But yeah, really pretty. Had no idea that Sri Lanka has cloud forests, so it's the reason why it's so cloudy over here. We're walking across the bridge. They let you on the train tracks, which is very non-American. Just waiting for the train, and then we'll price it on the ledge while it comes by.
So my pants, make sure nothing's hanging out now.
So Chris and Leeches are best friends. He got 2 yesterday, and it looks like 2 more today. And they inject some poison into your skin to help you not coagulate blood. So that's why they bleed so much. But they are harmless.
At least that's what we've been told.
At least that's what we've been told. But we'll see.
Find out.
We're walking up the hill, and the tuk-tuk's not able to make it up. You wanna help push it, Christopher? Oh. So now they're forced to walk up the hill. We are driving 18 Bend Road, which is a bunch of squiggles in the road, really tight turns, and they count them for you going up the mountainside. Yeah, kind of fun. We don't have roads like this as much in America, so it's fun to drive, and it's not super busy, so it makes it easy.
Big windy switchbacks.
Yeah. We are bouncing down a huge pothole-filled road. We were making good time, and now
Civilization ended.
we're not. But that's okay. Part of the charm.
early dinner by their standards, it seems like.
Only one's here.
Oh, first one's here. Curries are not yet ready for the night. So we ordered a whole bunch of just other items, and I'm sure they're real tasty, but we're ready to eat after being in the car for like 5 hours.
How is it?
It's really good. We're adding a little spice to it. They made it very American for us. So, getting a little spicy, but we've got some noodles, some katutu?
Just katu.
Katu, which is like a chopped up pastry dough like bread with chicken and some chop suey vegetables and fried rice.
We are at Lion Rock, climbing to the top. I'm sweating. Chris is too. It's probably like, I don't know, 80, 90 degrees and
Real human.
probably at least 100% humidity. So just dripping. Lots of people, but really neat. Climbing up to the top. If you have food in Sri Lanka and there are monkeys around, they will definitely come try to steal it from you. Chris just had a fun interaction kicking one off of him because he was baring his teeth at him because he wanted his mango.
Well, we went up and hiked Sigiriya Rock earlier this morning. It is beautiful up there. A bunch of old just ruins and art paintings in the caves. So then went and saw a giant Buddha in town to the south of us, and then came back up to do an afternoon hike. We go through one of the temples actually up here to the rock that's kind of across from Lion Rock. So we're gonna sit up here for a little bit, enjoy the sunset, and then we'll head back down into town. So we will catch up with you guys later.
So on our second to last morning in Sigiriya, we have Sri Lankan hoppers. So they're like coconut pancakes in a bowl form, and then filled with like eggs, and I think this is cheese only on this side, but looks really tasty. Definitely different than what we have in America. Fun little walkway covered in water. We're just taking a morning stroll of the property. It's just so pretty here. That's where you have breakfast. And We're just seeing what there is to explore. Taking a self-guided farm tour of our hotel with all the different plants.
They picked a couple things for us to eat. But,
Chris is eating a plum variety right now. But yeah.
they got all sorts of stuff they can grow here. We got soursop and mangoes and passion fruit. They're growing beets, peppers, watercress.
These make fun
Blue drinks.
blue tea. They're blue pea, or I've seen butterfly pea. We have a puppy that keeps following us, but yeah.
Don't be afraid to explore.
I was gonna say, Sri Lanka's a very welcoming country. Even though this is probably not something you're technically supposed to do, they don't seem to really care. So, and obviously go out of your way to make it very welcoming and a fun experience. Even though we took it upon ourselves to just come back here.
Just explore the grabs.
Yeah. We're eating Sri Lankan pomegranates right now. We've had mulberries. We've had some things we don't know the name of. But we have a little informal tour guide who keeps bringing us fruit.
Right there.
Found some bananas growing. You can kind of see them right there. And then there's like a purple flower hanging down. They make a lot of curry out of that too. But kind of fun to see them actually growing. Well, we were leaving the farm, and our unofficial tour guide is the gentleman on the left. We found a male peacock that we're following. See if we can get him on camera for us. There he is. Going up to the top of Ambuluwawa Tower. It's pretty steep, although this does not even show the steepness. It's like we're going down a flat road, basically.
Nice hill.
Yeah, it's a good sized hill, and the corners are pretty steep.
Well, we came up the Ambuluwawa Tower. We're not gonna go quite to the top. We got most of the way up. Had some car trouble getting up the hill, so we got like 3/4 of the way up that. We're just like stalling out on the hills for our little rental car to go. So we turned around and found a good spot to pull off, totally off the road. It turned to catch us up here and not spend the next hour. You know, people just aren't moving much. It's a lot of standing and it's narrow. So we're gonna start making our way down.
Typical day driving in just one of the cities on our way back to Colombo, but a little bigger city than some of the ones we've stayed in. But you can just kind of fit 2 in a lane, 3 in a lane, potentially 4 in a lane.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of order.
People just sort of do what they want.
They turn in front of you when they want to. Motorcycles pass both sides. Cars pass where you want to pass.
Sometimes Hoolies turn signals, other times they don't. Blows horns, mostly to just let the people know that they're there. It's not really.
Yeah, not the place to drive if you feel antsy or easily frazzled. Takes a little maneuvering. I'm gonna try to give you guys a quick tour of our breakfast without being super weird about it. So we'll see how this goes.
So we're flying Qatar Airways to Doha. It's my birthday. We're all situated so far. We're like the only ones in the business class cabin, so we'll see what happens. But super roomy seats, lots of features, and lie flat. Obviously, this isn't the longest flight ever, but we'll take it.
So they have an arrivals lounge here in Doha for business and first class. And Michaela luckily was paying attention, and they will take you through immigration to the lounge. So they have our own like gate attendant here instead of waiting in line. So nice perk.
Made it to Qatar, and we're at the National Museum, kind of going through the outdoor elements right now. Here for a long layover, but thought we'd try to see as much as we can. Chris trying to break things, per usual. A little bit downtown. Yeah, I just love the architecture.
Well, we're starting the journey home, and we have a little breakfast at the Qatar Business Lounge. Looks pretty good. We got a nice little pull-out table, big flat screen TV. We've got a little compartment here with a game controller and all of our plugs, charger ports. We got pillows, blankets, sheets, socks, slippers, and they will offer us pajamas if we want. There's some nice headphones to watch movies with, and then everything reclines, got a footrest down below, and it'll be nice and comfy for the next 14 hours.
Checked in, we just got our PJs on. Chris got his PJs on. Like some breakfast drinks. And we're both watching movies.